So, the highs and lows of running a small car business. I'm sure there's other people in this situation, but they just don't video it. So, I'm going to come on here and tell you, for me, how the business has changed, but that's also left me at times quite anxious about the whole thing. So, a very good friend of mine who I speak to every morning said to me once, and he's right, the most small businesses fail within the first 12 months or 2 years. And I'm not at the 12-month stage yet. So although I'm selling cars and I'm hopefully building some sort of reputation for selling the cars to people in a good state, I'm only 10 months into this, and I think it would take years for the business or any business to become established. So as you will have noticed, and I'm glad people are noticing it because I've had a few people saying this, I've sort of tried to steer away from a certain value of car and edge closer to a nicer quality vehicle. But what that has done, like I've said before, is limited my stock numbers. At the moment, I think I've got 8 adverts. I've got a couple in preparation, but I've gone from having 23, 24 adverts to 8. So obviously that means that the amount of traffic through my phone, through my email inquiries is less. And at times, you can be sat here twiddling your thumbs thinking, oh my God, I hope someone rings. Because, look, every business, and whether people will talk about this in front of a camera and then allow it to go out to the public, every business needs cash flow, money in, money out. And what I've done right now, I've become stagnant. So I've bought some nice cars, which owe me strong money. And I've got a couple of other things which are in preparation, which I'm spending strong money on. So I've become stagnant. I don't want to drain the business of the money to go and buy more stuff because I have to be mindful of I do have a family and a home to pay for and overheads to pay for. So right now I'm not buying anything and nothing's selling. So you become stale, which is hard. It's hard for the mind. So I've been getting busy around the house. We painted the wall the other day, and with on the cars, they all need starting up, they all need re-cleaning, they all need the level checked, or what I'm saying, you just got to keep active within the business. Hence the reason I've pulled the recovery truck out now, and I'm on that. So today I'm dropping her off to have the interior sorted. So someone else told me in this car game, at one moment you're Donald Trump, and the next minute you're not Donald Trump, you're the other way. And it's right. Some people, or some weeks you sell 3 or 4 cars, someone says, oh mate, can I pay a little bit of cash as well? You're like, yeah, you come home, you're giving the kids pocket money. Bianca, come on, let's go shopping. Order a takeaway, we're flying. And then the next minute you're like, oh no, we can't afford a coffee. Not to those extremes, but that's the best way I can explain it. So I suppose this is the benefits and the downfalls of running your own business. There's no reliability anymore or guarantee that money's going to come in. But when it does come in, it's good. But when it doesn't come in, it's anxious, it's tough times. So look, whether that is too much information for people, whether people want to listen to that, whether people think, Tom, you're bearing your soul too much, I don't care. I've always promised I'll tell people how it is. And for me right now, I'm not saying I'm anxious to a point that I'm like, oh God, is this business going to survive? Because it will survive. I've got lots of things coming up. The competition I did with the Audi. So I've actually had a full legal website built, which is just in the final stages of being approved. So there's a whole law when it comes to doing these competitions. And I've invested heavily into setting that up because I want to be able to give people the option to win a nice vehicle for a small price. Look, since I've talked about it, my phone is full of these things, and people are asking crazy money for not a lot of car. I seen one yesterday. It was an old Jeep Wrangler. The thing must have been worth 4 or 5 grand, and they were selling 12 grand's worth of tickets for it. And I was like, and people are buying them. And then I think when I'm doing mine, I would have sold it for this amount. I only want that amount back in ticket sales, but I have to be mindful now of the overheads of that business alone, because every transaction that it takes, I'll get charged for the setting up costs. So I'm a little bit nervous that when I say, da-da, this is next, and people obviously do the calculations of 500 tickets for 25 quid. He's asking that. Yes, I am, and that's how I'll be doing. But that is probably days, weeks away from being ready. And then I'm going to put it to you guys which vehicle I put on there for you to hopefully get involved with. Right now I got 3 in the running. I've got the X6 in the running. I've got a Transit Custom 15 plate, which is being worked on as we speak, which is going to be out of the box. It's going to be like a brand new Transit really. It's a 15 plate, done 64,000 miles, but it's having nice wheels on it. It's going to look lovely. And also the recovery truck. A few people suggested, why don't you put that up for a competition? So out of those 3 vehicles, let me know. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see next. Obviously, you physically haven't seen them, but just by what I've told you there, maybe you could guide me in the right direction. So when that website is live, one of those will be the first vehicle on there. So today, it's all about getting the Transit recovery truck up to get the interior done. And hopefully, we get some sales along the way. Thank you again for watching.